Namaste. Hello, viewers of the replay. Hello. By the way, I have a slightly new purpose, or a slightly updated purpose for doing these live streams. Initially, the purpose of me doing these live streams was to get more subscribers. Now, I do them because the watch hours, the watch hours, which is a YouTube like term, the watch hours that you can accumulate from doing these live streams and leaving them posted publicly counts towards the watch hour quota. So, and I had thought that this wouldn't count towards that, but it does. I feel like I knew that at a time. Hello, one viewer, by the way. Please subscribe. I feel like I knew that at a time, but I probably forgot, or maybe I've always known and maybe didn't perceive or appreciate how fruitful these streams can be. So I will wait for folks to tune in. Here's bonus audio for replay viewers, or should I say replay listeners. I don't mean that in an insulting way. Whenever I fart, I always intend for it to be festive and not insulting, okay? My farts are festive. I'm a festive farter. So there you go. All right, let's review some content. Hello, one viewer. Grapefruit juice is an inhibitor of an enzyme called CYP3A4. Hello, viewer. Please like this stream. Please give me a thumbs up. That would boost my self-esteem. Thank you. Furthermore, tap the like button, click the thumbs up, and subscribe in case you haven't. What up, 25 viewers? Festive Garter, says Beth. Oh, Beth, did you hear the wonderful audio I produced about a minute ago? Hello, 25 viewers. Let's give me a like on the stream. Tap or click the thumbs up icon if you can. That'll be awesome. Remember, when you box, you got to pinch those elbows in and turn the punches to really complete that jab, to complete the punches. I'm not doing the best job, mostly because I'm sitting in an office chair, but... Oh, okay. Well, I will do my best to generate that audio again. It's a very organic process that takes time and is also unpredictable. Anyways, how have you been, Beth? How's life? How are things? Welcome back. It's been a while, I think. It's been a few weeks, perhaps? Not too many weeks, but a few, I think. Hello, 10 viewers. Folks, ask me your questions. The more existential, the better, and I will provide an answer. Will that answer have quality? It depends on how low you can count. But I mean, maybe my vibes will resonate with yours. Who knows? What up, Baboon VR? How's it going? That's an interesting username. Do you use virtual reality equipment? I have a couple of things in my storage compartments that pertain to virtual reality. I think I like the idea of it, but for some reason, putting on the headset on a regular basis just didn't happen. Maybe VR just never had a game that... Okay, who heard that? Type, let me know in the chat if you heard that. Because that's the bonus audio I was referring to that took place earlier on this stream. Baboon VR says, yep. I think I'm great. I think I'm great. Who else thinks I'm great? Do you think I'm great? Who thinks I'm great? Beth, so Beth, was I pensive like for minutes on end, or was I pensive for just the seconds building up to my release, my very literal release? Hello, 27 viewers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening too, because I think listening has been a key component of this live stream. I'll admit, I mean, does anyone even watch a live stream with the audio off? If so, that'd be a little odd. Although I swing Star Wars lightsabers, so I do have a relevant audience for that, and I do juggle items. So, you know what? It's actually possible that I have some viewers that watch my streams without audio, depending on what I'm doing. Now, this stream, audio was a very integral component. Integral momentarily until it wasn't integral, it was outegral. I don't know what I'm saying. Baboon VR says stop, dude. Well, that's the good thing about gas passing, is that it is temporary and it typically doesn't last more than 10 seconds, at least for me. Oh, thank you, Beth. Appreciate it. My farts facilitate fun. Baboon VR, can I guess how many subscribers? Or in Baboon VR's words, how much subscribers I have? Not flexing. No worries. I'm going to guess more than me. So I have a little over 3,500 subs. Baboon VR, I'm going to guess that you have 4,000 subscribers. Should I guess higher or lower? My guess is you have more than I do, Baboon VR. Because, especially, I mean, that's a very, well, I'm trying to extrapolate from your username, perhaps how many, you have a catchy username, but the username can differ from the @ handle, so I think anyone can have a catchy username, but whoa, 25,000, very cool, Baboon VR. Do you have any words of wisdom or sounds of wisdom? I had a sound that didn't have too much wisdom, but there was a sound nonetheless. Any words of wisdom for me, Baboon VR? Any advice? Hello, Ricky Chapman. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. By the way, folks, I am performing in Los Angeles on Sunday, November 30th at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, the 7 o'clock show on Sunday, November 30th. I'm also performing in Burbank, California, which is a part of Los Angeles County. They don't really make that distinction there. They just call it all LA, whether it's the county or the city. That's my understanding. I'm performing at Flappers Comedy Club on the Friday prior to November 30th. So that Friday would be November 28th. I'm performing on I want to say 9 o'clock in the Yoo-Hoo Room. It's their smaller showroom at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I'll be performing in Maryland, Give a Hoot Comedy Club in Shady Grove Plaza, Gaithersburg, Maryland. That's a free show. It starts at 8 o'clock. Beth says, beware of sharks. Yes, I shall beware of them. I shall not be wary of them because hopefully they don't occur in the first place. You know, I wonder if all farts are technically sharks because, like, on a very molecular level, there are particles, perhaps, being emitted. Perhaps. Ricky Chapman asks what I'm doing. I'm hanging out, I'm vibing, and I'm releasing stress. I've done that twice so far on this live stream. So, That's what's happening. AB says the colors of your tee and beanie goes together oddly well. Oh, thank you, AB. It wasn't intentional. I'm not very good at fashion. I'm not the worst, but I think I'm unfortunately below average. Because even if my colors go well, it's like never intentional. Furthermore, my sizing could be better, as in, I guess, the tailoring and the fit. The thing is, I don't get tailoring. Even if I was rich enough, I feel like I wouldn't have the time or motivation to get clothes custom tailored. For me, I don't even think money is that much of a factor. It probably is. It's just I don't have the energy, time, or motivation, mostly energy or motivation, to like look into it. Anywho, um, yes, thank you, Beth. I appreciate the mutual mind blowing there. Before I answer AB's question, mutual mind blowing. I had an unfortunate thought of Trump and Bill Clinton. Trump ought to go to jail. What up, Bojack? How are you? Oh, okay. AB's question is: would you rather piss ish or ish out piss? Only needs to happen once. Uh, Shit out piss easily. That's just diarrhea. That's not that bad. And I've definitely had that more than once in my life. Um, that's an easy question, AB. Very easy question. AB asks, are you okay going to California and wearing purple and turquoise? What if a gang member set trips on you? I mean, I'm not going like today. I'm going later. I'm trying to think of like how to answer that question sincerely. All of my traveling will happen during the day, even if it doesn't happen during the day, because I'll admit the comedy shows happen at night. Los Angeles, the places I'm performing, if I lived there, maybe I would use public transit, but no, you got to drive everywhere there, which means as a traveler, I'll be using rideshare everywhere. So, I mean, yeah, anyways. Yes, my shirt is purple. I don't know if it's a more specific shade, but this is a purple shirt. A very cheap V-neck. A very cheap A very cheap purple V-neck is what I'm wearing. Wait, I need to do a sound check. Ready? Sound check, everybody. Listen closely. Bojack's asking me about sneakers. I have Cole Haan with Superfeet insoles, green Superfeet insoles. Oh, eggplant. Maybe. I think actual eggplants are a tad darker than this. I think maybe the lighter streaks of purple on eggplants. There's so much phallic, I don't know, pun symbolism. But thank you, Bojack. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will, Ricky Chapman. I'll remember. I will definitely remember all of you. Faux show, faux show. And if anyone hasn't typed anything yet, say hello. Ask me a question. Tell me how the sounds that you've been hearing make you feel inside. Because for me, those sounds start from the inside and reach the outside. We have like fruits and vegetables. Beth, in Beth's latest message, we have a banana and carrot. Those are two foods that I do eat frequently, as well as eggplant. I'm a big fan of eggplant, especially when it's like spiced and marinated and like very high in temperature. Like if you can really cook an eggplant and just go to town on it with spices and seasoning. I'm a fan of eggplant. Yeah. I mean, the only vegetables I'm struggling to like these days, one is radish. Radish, I think I like it in more subtle amounts. I like it cooked way better than I like raw radish. It's even in the name. Like, it's not called radical, it's rad-ish. Just hence why I like it in more subtle amounts. Uh, Ricky Chapman asks, "What's your favorite thing to do?" That's a good question. I don't know if it's one single thing, but I'll just rattle off what some of my favorites. My favorite thing to do, if I had to distill it to one thing, is to happily optimize my quality of life. If I had to pick one favorite thing to do perpetually, it would be to happily optimize my quality of life. I don't know why I decide to count out every word. But quality of life is my big thing. The reason I added the word happily at the very beginning, because I was going to say optimize my quality of life, is because I don't want to stress about being as happy as possible, because that would be counterintuitive, it would be counterproductive, it would be paradoxical. So, also, furthermore, for me, health and happiness are pretty much synonymous. Pretty much synonymous. The only times that health and happiness differ is, like, I guess if I'm seeking like a short-term pleasure that has like long-term negative consequences, or even like short-term negative consequences shortly after. That examples would be like junk food, candy, stuff like that. Um, Alcohol, even. So I don't enjoy alcohol, for the record. I have like one small drink maybe twice a year on very random occasions, such as weddings or most recently a Halloween party. Um, Beth says I can go to town on an eggplant. We have an acronym, HOMQL. I don't believe I'm familiar, Beth. Can you break that down for me? HOMQL. Maybe I can take some guesses. HOMQL stands for Homies Occupying My Quiet Library. That's what HOMQL stands for. Homies Occupying My Quiet Library. I just made that up on the spot. Or was that an acronym that I made? Or one that you derived from something I said earlier? I have no idea. We have a message held for review by YouTube. I'll show it because it's not that weird. Magustav is asking, can I lick my elbow? I cannot. What kind of beer, asks Magustav. I mean, so in this Halloween party I was at, I actually ate a Jello shot, which had some, I think, vodka in it. And it turns out a Jello shot was my very first drink. It was my very first alcoholic beverage ever, at least intentionally. And I thought it was cute. I mean, the fact that that was my first ever drink, because I was in a fairly, I was at an end of the year party for the University of Maryland Boxing Club. So, as for beers, I don't know that I haven't had beer in a very, very long time. I don't know that I'm a fan. I don't know that I hate it, but I certainly don't order them. When I go out to eat, the drink I order is a soda, typically of like strong flavor. If I'm going for a cola, it'll be Coke Zero. I typically don't go for colas. What I'll go for is a like mom and pop soda of a cool, maybe tropical flavor. I think I went off on a huge tangent. Beth said icky stuff. Quote, "Hello, Gabriella. How's it going? Have we met? Um, Beth says, what you said about wanting to be happy, optimized, something started with M. Oh. Oh, that was my acronym. Okay. I think it was just happily optimizing my quality of life. Yeah, I think it was just I'm pretty sure. Moodit, that's my name, perhaps, yeah. Happily optimizing quality of life. Happily optimizing or Moodits. You know what? That should be everyone's purpose here, is to happily optimize Moodits' quality of life. Yes, thank you for making that acronym, Beth. Maximized. Yeah. That works too. Yes. Hello, Monica Moreno. How are you doing? How's life? All praise Moodit. Yes, thank you. Very much appreciated. Y'all are the best. All right, random pharmacy material because I'm studying for my board exams. I graduated pharmacy school in 2018, and there are some lingering board exams that I never completed, which will hopefully be complete within the next year. So I'm reviewing stuff. Grapefruit juice is an inhibitor of an enzyme called CYP3A4. Homies. Okay. Monica Moreno got Jack in the Box yesterday. Do they have vegetarian options? I have seen signs for Jack in the Box. I don't believe I've eaten. I think the last time I saw a Jack in the Box might have been in Honolulu, Hawaii. If I remember correctly. I hope I'm not going nuts. I also have a feeling that they do not have either any vegetarian options or many vegetarian options, Jack in the Box, but tell me about it, Jack in the Box. Yeah, I think it was Honolulu the last time I saw it. I should try it, says Monica Moreno. Do they have vegetarian options? Do they have, I'll tell you what, Arby's has mozzarella sticks, unless they canceled them, or unless I'm not remembering correctly. I think they also have fries. That's an example of, I guess, a chain that's very meat-centric in terms of its marketing. And meat-centric in terms of its menu. It's not like they have a veggie mock meat sandwich, Beyond or Impossible or the like. I can't eat the chicken fingers unless they are Beyond or Impossible or mock, veggie. So, thank you, Beth. Appreciate it. Oh, they do, says Monica. Okay, I will. You know what? So I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. So, I don't quite see Jack in the Boxes in my current area, but alrighty. Yep. We had a troll, but that's okay. Folks, tell me about what y'all do. I just held a message for a review. What are we talking about? Beth and I have something in common. What would that be? By the way, my mother-in-law's name is also Beth, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's super cool. Green leafy vegetables are rich in vitamin K. FYI, folks. Green leafy vegetables are rich in vitamin K. Oh, which part of DC? Whoa, that's a small world. Very small world. I am in Maryland. I am in Moco. Any Moco up in here? Moco represent. Monica says get RHE. I think the is the word. But then we're missing the word after the. Beth, I will be performing at Give a Hoot Comedy Club, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Give a Hoot Comedy Club is in Shady Grove Plaza. It's the showroom of a Mexican restaurant called La Mexicana that's in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I will be performing there next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. I'll be one of many, many comedians. The show will start at 8, realistically like 8:05. It's a free show. You don't even have to check in. You just enter into the showroom. And then like a waiter will probably ask if you're gonna order food or something. Not that you have to, but the food's really good. La Mexicana. Beth said, bruh. Monica said the Oreo shake is so good. Okay, I believe that. I like Oreo, and I like shakes. Oreos can shake things up in life. That's some Moco gas right there. Yeah. That's funny because I think there are people tuned in right now that may not be familiar with my talents of producing such high quality audio. Hello, Paige. Paige says, say, Alaya. We have a message held for a review. For some reason, YouTube held that for a review. Okay, Oreo shake with cream from Jack in the Box. I have to see if there is a Jack in the Box in the DMV. I'm just not sure. Bojack, Cole Hans. Bojack saw some of my videos. So yeah, that's correct, Bojack. I currently have Cole Hans. Those were the shoes I was wearing when I told that joke. If I were to get Air Jordans, I hope they would fit well with my wide feet. Sound check, everyone, sound check. Ready? Oh, Paige Trahan say, did I get it right the first time or second time? Because the first time I said, I think, Alaya, and then I said Alea. Is it one Alaya or two Alea? Which one's the correct one? Thank you, Bojack. We have a message held for review. What? I mean, what? I won't. I mean, I don't know. We have emojis from Monica Moreno. Those are some cool emojis. What were we talking about a minute ago? Oh yeah, I'm still waiting. Okay. I'm still waiting on Paige to tell me if it is one Alaya or two Alea. And I assume that's someone's name. Say it. What am I supposed to say again? What farting or Monica Moreno is sad today. Hopefully my sound checks brought some joy. But we're here for you. We are here for you, Monica. And we hope that you can get through whatever's going on. All right, it is 1:17 a.m. local time. I will probably wrap this up within the next 5 minutes, but I won't do it suddenly. I won't do it abruptly. All good, Monica. All good. I understand. I understand. Oh, was I supposed to do that, Beth? Was I supposed to tell a joke about jail? Was that like next on a list? Thank you for reminding me. I do have one. I have one. It's not great, so I don't think I want to just like rattle it off now. I could maybe rattle off some like novel premises about jail. So I've never been to jail, which is actually the setup of the canned joke that I have, an existing joke that references it. It's not really about jail per se. Uh, it references or alludes to the idea of it. I've never been to jail. Obviously, never been to prison. I'm hip enough to know that those two things are different. But if I were to come up with a new joke right now about jail, it's like, my jail cherry has yet to be popped. I hope it never gets popped. I mean, it doesn't sound pleasant. I remember I have an acquaintance that I haven't spoken to in a very long time that said he's been to jail. And he said it was not crowded, but like he said it was cramped up. I think like he said something about the seating being sort of very much taken up, and he said there was a guy that used a roll of toilet paper as a pillow to kind of wait out some time. And he said that he noticed that that guy must have been there before. He had mentioned that his shoelaces got untied. His shoelaces were confiscated, something along those lines. Where's the humor in this? I don't know. If my insides were a jail, there's a very easy way to escape, and we've heard that way. Most recently, there was a wet way. Let's all admit, even if I've never been to jail, I'm pretty sure that jail is a wet way. WW. Okay. Oh, thank you, JG22. JG22, do we know each other, JG? By the way, sorry, I sorry about getting to the chat late. I got distracted. Oh, Trump, jail, Clinton. Ah, yes. Trump and Clinton can develop their own jail inside of each other. If that's not bipartisanship, I don't know what is. We have a message held for review. JG. Whoa. Hold on. Okay, JG, I will show your controversial message because you have 2 asterisks. So maybe I don't know what word you're trying to pop off there. That's the only reason I'm showing your message, JG, is the fact that there are 2 asterisks. So, crowded in the cherry popping, says Beth. Anywho, crowded in the cherry popping. Well, would Trump be saying anywho? He would be saying many who are either Bill Clinton or kids. I mean, evidence shows that's what Trump is into. JG, Monopoly with your uncle. Okay. Well, it seems like you've been through a lot. Monica Moreno asks, when am I streaming tomorrow? I bet I could do some during the day. I'm not sure what your time zone is, Monica, but my time zone, I anticipate being able to stream during the day Eastern time, like in the afternoon. I want to say around 4 o'clock Eastern time, and then intermittently throughout the day. I anticipate live streaming multiple times tomorrow, Tuesday. It's technically Tuesday right now. So, JG, do we know each other? JG? If this is the JG that I know, then the comedy is indeed dark. Oh, I get it. Okay, you went to jail 3 times, and then something happened a 4th time. That something having 2 asterisks. Oh, okay. I know a JG that is from Texas. He's a comedian that I met in Hawaii, and he lived in Hawaii at the time. He, like myself, has returned to his home area. For him, it's Texas. For me, it is the DMV. So, all right, we need to conclude this on a better note, y'all. Hey Beth, I think you've had the most inspiring content on the stream. Is there a topic or a message that I can relay to conclude on a high note on the stream? Beth says, please. JG22 is from Arizona. I've been to Arizona once. I went to Phoenix to see Linkin Park recently. Just a few months ago, I flew to Phoenix to see Linkin Park perform at the arena, and it was an awesome show. It was a fantastic show. Amazing show. Monica has got some boats and some other emojis. Very cool. Very cool. It is 1:24 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll definitely conclude this by 1:30 a.m., but probably sooner. Oh, thank you, Beth. That means a lot. Thank you so much, Beth. All right, let me sort of riff on that to all of you. Yes, my goal is to optimize quality of life in a happy way. I'll admit that that's a personal goal for me, but I would like that to radiate to all of you. That actually, I think there's a point to be made there. You know, the best way I can support people is when I'm at my best. So I say that because when I was in my early 20s, I think I would burn out and exhaust myself in sort of being an advocate or being a supporter of folks. But I would forget about my own needs. So don't forget about your own needs, folks. And self-care can help you care about others. On that note, peace out, y'all. May the force be with you. Eat your vegetables. I wish I could fart again right now, but that'll happen tomorrow, most likely. Peace. Indeed, Beth. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, folks. If you're on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram at ILike2Moodit. That's the number 2. Moodit is my first name. I'm also on TikTok at TikTokMoodit. Facebook, Moodit Verma. That's my full name. Email mooditcomedy@gmail.com. Okay, that's the note. That is the note I will end on. Bye. Bye.